taste of Northling, is it?
I think it's game over for them. I don't think they can do something. We've got way too many strong engines here. Honestly. What's the infusions at? Well, it dies anyway, even if I seize it.
Stress release is necessary for one's health.
Hey, what's up, legends? Welcome back to another deck guide. Before we get into today's list, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so now. My next objective is to reach 10,000 subscribers, and I'd really appreciate your help and support in achieving that goal. For today, I've put together an Imposter ball list. So this leader did get buffed. That's why I've made a deck, play it out, see how it works at this time. So with this leader, we get to lock an enemy unit, then spawn its base copy in the opposite row, boosted by the number of enemy units with a status on the locked units row. So some targets that we may wish to consider are good engines to copy and spawn on our side of the battlefield. Also units with a high base power I'd suggest we target. Whenever you play an aristocrat on your side of the battlefield, if there are at least 4 different statuses on your opponent's side of the battlefield, boost it by 1. So the idea is that we've got a few different units that can generate a lot of statuses, and hopefully that will give us consistent use of this buff to this leader. As in terms of when to use this leader, we can use it round 1 to secure round control, take us into a long round 3, which is what we predominantly want with this list. But if not, just save it for a long round 3 at best. Stratagem I'm running is Crystal Skull. Boost an allied unit by 4, give it fail. This is when we go first, and the reason I have Crystal Skull in this deck is to target the pikemen, and also for Thirsty Dame round 1 when we play them out there. So what I'm going to do is run you through this list bottom up, explain how best to play each card and when to play it during a match, and then we're going to discuss how to execute the strategy for this deck. So to begin with, I do have a fair few tactics in this list because we are playing Calvate. So I've just done this to ensure that we find Calvate always round 1. So to begin with, we've got 2 Buherts, boost an enemy unit by 3, then an allied unit by 9. It's still good value at 4 provision cost. What we can do with these cards is we can play these out round 1, target a tall unit, and then perhaps consider using one of our tall punish options on that card round 1 to make these cards play for a higher value. We've also got double battle preparation. Boost an allied unit by 4, give it 2 armor. If it's a soldier, boost it by 6, give it 2 armor instead. We can use battle preparation on the pikemen in round 1. Double tourney joust. Remove an enemy unit's shield and damage it by 4, or give an allied unit a shield, boost it by 4. I think tourney joust could come in handy against hefty Helga at the moment. I'm starting to see enslaved decks get played again. Also, we can use this to protect Thirsty Dame, protect the pikemen in round 1. For the most part, we want to use our lower costed cards round 1, generally speaking. Double ointment. Boost an allied unit by 5. If it was a bronze soldier, trigger its end of turn ability. Of course, this is for the pikemen. And moving on, we've got 2 mage assassins. We're running the Blightmaker package in this deck. So basically the idea is that we're not looking to play this card for deploy. We're looking to leave this card in our deck at all time, both copies of them, to work with the Blightmaker. The card works if moved to the top of your deck during your turn, summon self to a random allied row, damage a random enemy unit by 2. Okay, so the idea is that having these in deck, we use the Blightmaker to thin them out to the board. We will be using both Blightmakers round 1 to do this. So this will give us tempo and points to get round control. So when we play the Blightmaker, we get to move a card in our deck to the top of it. If it was a mage, spawn the Guardian in this row. If it was a special, spawn and play Cow Carcass. We can disregard this. So what's going to happen is we use Blightmaker to target Mage Assassin in deck, move it to the top. According to Mage Assassin's ability, comes out to the board, does 2 points of random damage. And because the Mage Assassin is a mage, we spawn the Guardian. So it is a nice tempo play. Because the Mage Assassin does damage, you want to wait to play this out until your opponent has a unit on their side of the field. So now that we've covered that, we have 2 Thirsty Dames in this list. Vampire, Aristocrat, synergy with Masquerade Ball. Emir can play this on deploy as well. Whenever an enemy unit receives a status, boost off by 1. So we have Tibor, we have Pikeman, we have Emir that gives statuses. We can play 1 Thirsty Dame round 1 in combination with Pikeman if we like. If not, just take him into a long round 3. We have 2 Pikemen in this deck. Bear in mind, this card has flanking. So at best, we want to play this furthest to the left or furthest to the right on the melee row and play it adjacent to 1 card. The order is you give an enemy unit bleeding 1, charge 0. At the end of your turn, gain 1 charge. If this unit has at least 3 charges, gain 1 armor instead. I kind of like to open up proactively into round 1 with Pikemen and then follow up with Thirsty Dame, or just use one of the Pikemen round 1 as a nice engine to disperse some bleeding. But Pikemen will work really good with Tibor later on. We can target the infused units and do extra damage with bleeding. Also, Pikemen can damage units down for Emir to seize with Emir's devotion abilities. Keep that in mind. So Pikemen's like, we can use 1 round 1, use the other long round 3. We've got 1 Nausicaa Sergeant in this deck. I just think it's nice because in some cases, Nausicaa Sergeant can help us resist the bleed. And it's also just good points. We could use Battle Prep onto Defender, or maybe even boost something else up. So with Nausicaa Sergeant, on deploy, if your opponent has won around this game, spawn and play Battle Preparation, which is the tactic there. The same tactic that I outlined that we actually have in our deck. So make sure, obviously, we've met the condition before we play this card out to get it for its max value. We've got Philippe in this list. Deploy, if you control a vampire, gain Zeal. Order, give Doom to an enemy unit. If it already has a status, lock it instead. Already has more than 1 status, poison it instead. Cooldown 1. We want to play Philippe in combination with Masquerade Ball over a long round 3. And just turn Philippe into a poison destruction engine. Poisoning and destroying everything on the board. Really strong unit if left unanswered over a long round 3. Cause a lot of destruction to the opponent's side. A lot of units get removed by this card. We've got Defender in this list. So Defender gives protection to anything that's on the same row as Defender. The opponent has to kill this to get through to our row. When we play this Defender, we get to spawn Battle Prep once again. When you spawn Battle Prep, select Defender, give it to Defender. And this is kind of like one of our proactive plays over a long round 3. The idea is that we're going to play Defender out, and then behind Defender, you play Masquerade Ball, Philippe, all our engines, Emir, etc. For Tall Punish, we have Yennefer's Invo. Place an enemy unit at the top of your deck. Good as a Tall Punish option at the end of the match, or perhaps round 1, if there's a good unit you'd like to take for yourself. We've got Vincent as another Tall Punish option. Deploy, destroy an enemy unit with a status. we're giving a lot of statuses with our deck, so we should be able to meet this condition fairly good. Vincent's also really good right now against all of the new gold units which are released. As you know, they have Doom status, so we've got kind of a consistent kill for Vincent right now, I believe. Vincent is best played with Masquerade Ball over a long round 3, since he is an aristocrat and has synergy with Masquerade Ball. We've got Calvate for deck consistency. We like to play Calvate round 1. You could play Calvate as a final play of round 1 just to be safe. Deploy, sort the cards in your deck from the highest to the lowest provision cost. At the start of the game, move yourself up by 1 position in the deck for each tactic in your starting deck, which is why I've got so many tactics in this deck. And the idea is that by playing Calvate round 1, we're insured all of our best cards by the time we get to round 3. So we always want to play this card round 1, always look for this round 1. Playing Tibor in this list, because he's got a lot of synergy with the different cards in this list. It's especially great synergy with Thirsty Dame, giving statuses. I'm playing Tibor also because he got buffed. Okay, so immunity unit, at the end of your turn, infuse a random enemy unit with whenever this unit receives status, damage yourself by 1. Whenever this card enters the battlefield, your opponent draws a card. So it puts us in a card disadvantage. If your opponent has passed or their hand is full, damage yourself by 12 instead. The idea is that over a long round 3, we play Tibor early on into the round. And then after that, we're going to get our Thirsty Dames to the board, the Pikemen to the board. And then we look to benefit off of these infusion synergies, status synergies at that time. Another good thing I like about Tibor at this time, because his immunity, it could work pretty good against Skellige warrior decks. They may not have a way to target him. So maybe this could save you in some cases. Then we've got Emir. Deploy, play a Bronze Soldier Aristocrat from your hand and draw a card. So that's going to be Thirsty Dames at best. Pikemen, you've got Nausicaa Sergeant as well. So make sure you keep one of those. For when you're going to play Emir, play that through Emir. Order sees a 1 power enemy unit with spying. Damage down the units with bleeding to seize those 1 power units. And Devotion, at the end of your turn, refresh this card's order. We can do that because we're Devotion. So Emir gives us like an instant activation of Masquerade Ball. And that's why we want to play Emir as an activator of Masquerade Ball, thinning out one of our bronzes from our hand to the board, drawing a card. Nice thing is that he helps us search into our deck further to pull something else out that we might have missed. And then finally we got Masquerade Ball. Scenario card, really strong. Gives us a nice removal option. Progress whenever you play an aristocrat on your side of the battlefield. Prologue, spawn a Thirsty Dame in this row, which is the card we have in deck, that one there. And as we play aristocrats out, we just get to spawn and play Fangs of the Empire. And that unit gives an enemy unit poison, so we can use both Fangs to destroy something from the opponent's side of the board. So now that I've covered the list, let me explain how to execute the strategy for this deck. We basically have a control list here. What we want to do most of the time is go a long round 3. So in order to get there, to win round 1, what we can do is rely on the following combination of cards. Round 1, you can commit 1 Pikeman, 1 Dame if you must. Play all your tactics out, that's absolutely fine. Play both Blightmakers out. We can play Calvate at the end of that. If it looks like we're going to lose round control, don't be afraid to push a bit harder to get round control, especially against engine decks, because even over a long round 3, we usually take them out because we've got so much control. So if you must, and it's absolutely necessary, consider that we can use leader round 1 and 1 control option like Vincent or Yen. We get round control, pass round 2, go a long round 3, into a long round 3. When it's safe to do so, play Tibor, being careful of his condition, okay? Playing him at the right time so he doesn't damage himself. Then we play Defender, we play Masquerade Ball, we play Philippe, we play Emir. And from there, we're just going to play Pikemen and our Aristocrats out, and then utilize your Tall Punish at the end of the match. So, hope you have fun watching the following matches, and thanks a lot for your time and support. Let's go. Vincent is actually really good right now in the meta, because you know the gold cards, they got Doom status, so he's got consistent use. It actually makes sense to play this deck right now. As an opener? Really? No, hold on. They're going to, like, duplicate that maybe. Aren't they? I think they may attempt to duplicate. I've heard some people doing some multi thing with this. Wait, so how did they do that? How the hell did they do that? I haven't seen this card yet. I've seen it in play like once, but I haven't gone over it. You know, it's one of those cards where like the second you see all this text, you just that's how we do it. All right. It's one of those ones. Listen, that's too much thinking for me, okay? I just want to enjoy the game, relax a bit today. Yeah, we don't get to keep it. Tibor. That's Tibor. For us. Isn't it? Okay, that's one provision more. Okay. Wow.
It's not one it's you who's always sexy.
Oh, crap, man. It kind of sucks. This is at 12 provision cost. This is at 13.
I shall not repeat Emir's mistakes.
Just heat wave on sight when you see them once. How did they get it in graveyard? That's not it in graveyard. What is it? Hold on, what is this? Worshipped 4 times. Worshipped 4 times. Oh man, I'm gonna have to come around to that. I don't know about this worship business. Thanks, Mosh. That's so many points, man. I think I did the right thing by getting it out of there right away. That's what you're supposed to do, yeah? Okay. Okay. Right.
Trickery! Treachery!
Okay, so what happens now with this? Deploy? Deploy. Order. Human allied unit. Whenever you play a Death Wish unit, boosted by 1. So I should go leader onto that, lock it. Or do we just kill it with Vince? Lock or kill it, right? Maybe. Maybe we have to. I think this is our weakest point round 2 of that deck, so I gotta spend a bit. Kill in case the AQ. Would they have Heat Wave in their deck?
Behold Nilfgaard's iron knight.
I'm assuming they're going to play into this, right? If they're playing like this. Yeah. Okay, I think we're going to go ball.
Oh dear. Have I something in my teeth?
Moderator, where you at? Yo, mod. Explanation. Henceforth. Crap. Yeah, we're gonna go. Okay.
My favorite quarry. What? Drinking can be hazardous.
So we just go this way? That? Yeah, okay. So we'll leave, like, Blight Maker for a short round. Doom everything first.
The realm of the living severs your
Wow.
chain. Abandon now your mortal stain.
A taste of Northland, is it?
Are we going that way? What about the 16? It's quite tall. Doom Dentloff, you think? Why? It can be back. With what? Do they replay in their deck? I'm not really too familiar with this list. Thanks so much for the sub as well, my friend. Appreciate it. Sorry I missed that.
Not your lucky day.
Oh, nice. We get Detloff back. Wow. That's actually good. You see how that worked? Actual Nilfgaard Death Wish. We love to see it.
My, the Van Moorlands, they truly spoil.
And now, it's game over for you. Now we shall defeat you. Maybe they play Karen. What's this? Oh, so we want to target this with a lock, right? Because they're going to consume that. Boost the lowest powered allied unit by 2. And worship the goon? No. I don't think that's happening. Sorry to break it to you.
Yes.
No such worshipping will be occurring on this stream.
A golden dragon.
Wait, do I play Tibor now? Or we just go up light?
Defeat them with hunger, crush them with thirst.
So this basically means I get to play Tibor for free without card disadvantage. Doom Frog. Doom Frog. How? Nausicaa charge for the win? I like it. Pikeman, it's still okay. Because we've got Tibor. Oh! Okay, I should be careful to play this as an opener, huh? Maybe this first?
Relax.
Flanking? Alba for the win? Certainly. Alright. Nausicaa charge? Alba? Everything's coming together.
I'm just a sexy little cog in a fucked up machine called life.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Language, please. We have children possibly in chat. Please. Alright. Let's get rid of him, man. I think Tibor don't like the frog.
I don't have a dirty mind. Just one hell of an imagination.
This comes 10. Okay, nice. Igni's already gone.
It's not the man's fault. It's you who's always sexy.
We're going to pro rank. Yeah. Yes. 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 Pro rank with Impossible Tibor. Yo. Emir got quaxed and we still did it. Alright. I thought you were talking about something else. Yes. So good, man. I guess we play it. I don't have a dame here, but it's still good. We're gonna have fun, guys. You gotta live it up a little bit, you know? Oh no. Well, I guess it's good that it's gone. Maybe we're going double pikeman here.
Yes.
Friday karaoke. New channel point redemption. Karaoke song of your choice.
Beaters forward. Let the hunt begin.
Crap, man. It's not looking good for us here because I don't have my tempo. It's a bit problematic. Britney Spears. Hey, that's a sick song. Oh, yeah. Double shoop deck? You think? What makes you say that? They're playing Butthurt?
Onward, sons of Nilfgaard!
Do we Yenna for the 12? Oh, wow. Really? And they already played Shoop? We're going to pro rank. We're going to pro rank. Hey, I don't mind. Works for me. No problems here. Absolutely not. And they didn't even play Calvate, nothing? Yeah, I like Shoop decks. I got to pro rank with Nilfgaard Shoop. Was it last season? I made an imprisonment deck. Oh, they got the Calvate.
I forgive you. This time.
So I wonder, like, what do they have in their list, really?
A secret compartment. Delightful.
No duplicates. But having Shoop out of the way is huge. That's really big for us. I'll come around to it. I'm just checking everything out, you know, bit by bit. Yo, salute. What's up, friend? Oh. Listen. We have to play the Blightmakers at a certain time, so we don't pull a Mage Assassin.
I have served you. Now you must serve the Empire.
Serve nothing, mate, alright? I don't think so. Serve this.
Long live the Emperor!
Alba. Get him. Yes. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I'll come around to it. Alba. Anis. Oh no. An engine? They're going for... What would they get, like a siege engine or something? Oh, Rev? What's our biggest threat from leader? Maybe we want to go Yennefer here already, even though that's infused. But we got a few different things like Even they could use Vincent against me onto this. I don't know.
Onward, onward, to be showered with Imperial
Victory
gold.
is on the wind.
We can use this with our scenario. But it's got infusion. It's got infusion. Right. Probably just blight makers. These are aristocrats for this. Emir here. Or do we want to go Yennefer first now here? I'm watching out for their leader.
Stars contend you shall be victorious today.
It should be Ball. Because of their leader.
My, the Van Moorlands, they truly spoil us.
Get rid of Vincent fast then. Why? We have an immunity unit with Tibor.
Sit, stay.
We don't have any good poison targets really. But we also want to get this engine value going for this.
Defeat them with hunger.
We snipe Revenant
Crush
range
them
throw.
with thirst.
There's nothing worse than
No.
accepting bad.
They could like kill their own unit, I guess. Yeah. This is good. We can get rid of it, swear.
Let their blood break their bones and spirit.
Now they go leader, probably. No? Still not? Oh, they're playing it back there. Really? Why though? Why like that?
Drinking can be hazardous to your health.
Do we leader the Revenant to take one? Maybe that's not effective.
I know the truth. I simply want you to admit it.
Okay, so they got leader out now. A Nausicaa Sergeant. Maybe they play that onto Defender. It becomes a target for Vincent though. We really should get this down. Crap, I should have killed that first for that not to have happened. Now we can go this here because I thinned. And we end up pulling Assimilate. And then that works with this. Maybe we have to answer this because it's veiled as well. That's unlucky, dude. Oh. Yeah, we just go leader on Vincent. I mean, what's his name for lead? That's the play, right? What do we want to poison? The 9?
Feeling a bit peckish. My favorite quarry? What? Jesus.
Now we got double Philippe working together. Beautiful. We're going to pro rank. No losses. No losses. 100% win rate so far. 5-match win streak. Absolutely fantastic. Very, very happy with this deck. We got Calvet, so I can put this away.
Stench of beer. I knows it well.
I forgive you. This time.
We're saving charges to help make the Dame stick, right?
With fire and iron.
That's why we're doing it like this.
My, the Van Morgan and they truly spoil us.
Come on! Show us what you got!
Your skull will make a fine tankard.
The veiled units can actually counter our play with Tibor. We have to be a bit careful of that. The thing is, this is a difficult matchup because of their control. They want a long round, I do too. But I think maybe their control might beat us in a long. I'm not sure what line to take, I'm going to be honest with you guys. So am I supposed to try to 2-0 them? Shall we go Blight Makers and Nausicaa short rounds? Short round up tier. I don't know.
Long live the Emperor!
Oh, that's really good for leader.
Chopped off 3 heads with one blow.
That is really good for leader. Spawn base copy. We're getting a 10-point unit here. I mean, we're cards down now, but I don't think we have a chance in a long round 3. So I have to do something. I have to push. Have to make it awkward. We have to do something different.
Victory is on the wind.
Do we just lock it now so it can't grow? That's a problem, but what can you do? Okay, so we're gonna go ball.
My beauteous command.
Don't ask a lady her age. It's unbecoming.
Okay, Skellige Wolves, nice. I don't have zeal now on this. Oh. Right, no zeal. We can boo her at 12. I don't know if I want to put more points into this though. Do we do that? It's a big unit. It's a big unit if I do that.
The North shall tuck tail and beg for mercy.
A superb specimen. Truly.
Okay, so we're gonna go Boo Hurt into a unit that's gonna work with Vince or Yen. Tibor is actually really good now against warriors in this meta. His immunity, look, 15 points guaranteed. Against Devotion warriors, they can't really deal with that. So that's nice here. We have a consistent engine online. They can't remove that. I think we may see a forfeit. I'm hoping for it. I'm really hoping we get a forfeit out of them.
Got you like fishes.
Looks like they're struggling now. So we want to lock that too. The problem is when I'm locking stuff, it's messing up with the infusion. If they had a use for that, they would have used it. Boo Hurt. Dame? Yes. Good call, good call. Yes! Beautiful! So good. Now we go for the 7. Do we want to attack the 7? It's got a number of statuses on it. We attack this way, poison. Do they have something for Philippe? Nah, no pass here. No. We're going all in at this point. No pass. No. No! Why? We remove 7? Oh, this is good. Yes! Very, very good. Problem is, this our options don't look too hot here. We leave iced because he's got the infusion. If he gets hit again, it amplifies. We probably remove this.
All gentlemen have their vices.
I think this is too many points, isn't it? Unless they got like a tall punish for the 17. Maybe a Morkvarg or Tier.
He shall be mine and yours forever.
I once lopped off 3 heads with one blow.
I think it's a fantastic bleed, man. Honestly, we bring it home with Blight Makers and Nausicaa. That's it. That's it, man. That's it. Yes!
Worry not. We'll tend your ankle biters too.
Defeat them with hunger, crush them with thirst.
I'm taking it to them. Yes! Let's go. Give me pro rank.
Here's the better loot than in your
Die
wildest,
already!
wettest
Or
dreams.
need I kill you again?
Ah! Oh man! Aha! Crap! Bro! Bro! Far out, man. Oh my god, dude.